that's it. I placed my first wholesale order. Yes, I know it's not really the first, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it in a few, and I'm going to tell you what I did with wholesale in the past. But like, let's call this my first real wholesale order, so you guys know I'm in this process of actually starting to, and I'm going to explain a little bit better the whole process, the whole thing that I'm currently doing with wholesale and my whole thought process. So yeah, that's what we are going to do in today's video. Okay, so if you do not know me, before we start, my name is Mangunza. I release daily videos right here on YouTube about selling on Amazon. So if you're new, like this video so you get recommended more videos, okay, and subscribe and do all that stuff. It's always nice. We just passed 3,000 subscribers not too long ago, so it's always nice to see some people, especially when you are not networking, when you are not necessarily networking just to grow your presence, you know. So it feels good to do all this by yourself, you know. So yeah, so let's go back a little bit. I told you guys that I've done wholesale in the past a little bit, and it was not really a big, like, it wasn't really big thing. It was just $500 order, and I'm going to tell you straight up who was my it was last summer actually, who was my supplier, and my supplier was my OTC. And that this is literally the only wholesale that I've done. If you do not know my OTC, they have a website. You can actually order from them, and most of the products that you are going to find on their website are going to be available wholesale at a cheaper price. If you want to do wholesale with them, you can open an account, right? And so this is really the only wholesale that I've done in the past. And so I ended up doing a mistake on a product, and I received the wrong product, and because of that I lost a little bit of money, and I said, you know what, let me take a step back on wholesale a little bit, just refocus on online arbitrage, building my team with online arbitrage, all that stuff, all the stuff that I've done in the last year and that you can see on the channel, you know. If you watch the videos daily, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so it's this whole process that, so I stopped doing wholesale until this year, when I actually went to ASD to see if I can find some distributor and all that stuff. Found some distributor that carried product that I sold during online arbitrage, and I said, you know what, that's the perfect time to actually not transition, but to start doing a little bit more wholesale. The time is better, I have more capital, and I can dedicate some capital to this. So the way I'm thinking about it is as follows. So with wholesale, it's not about going wide in the number of distributors that you have. It's going with a few distributors and maxing out what you can do, maxing out your relationship with those distributors, right? And so this is my whole strategy. So what I'm going to do, my goal is to do this, okay? My goal is to work with this specific distributor, maxing out my relationship, which already did, because the order that I place, I'm not going to be able to order more products. And this is literally, like, this is probably an order that I'm going to place every 6 weeks or so. There's one specific product that I probably have a little bit more stock of, but like, it's probably going to be orders every 6 weeks, and like, this is as much as I'm going to be able to spend with this supplier, because this is all that he has available, right? Which is, I'm going to tell you, so I placed an order of $4,400, and this is probably what I'm going to be able to spend with this wholesaler as of now, with the pricings that he currently has, until I'm able to develop a better relationship and to get better pricing. That's what I'm going to be able to do, because it's trade stock, it's always the same stock, and to be honest, mainly it's products that are like, the category, it's products that are super cheap. Literally, like, there are some products that I buy like for $1.60 a unit, stuff like that, you know, like, and most products is in the $1 range. So yeah, with the type of products that he carried, this is the only thing that I'm going to be able to do right now, you know. So I literally cannot spend more money with this supplier, because this is the stock that is going to last me, like, the stock is literally going to last me between 6 weeks to 2 months. So every 6 weeks to 2 months, I'm going to place an order that is that big, if everything stays the same, of course, you know. So that's where I'm at, and this is what I wanted to do. Okay, so of course, like, with my business, I need to spend way more than this every 6 weeks, and so the rest of the business is still going to be online arbitrage, okay? And my goal is to develop relationship with wholesalers little by little, like this. I have other wholesalers that are lined up that I'm going to be able to order from, and that I'm going to be able to work on group buys with people that are in my coaching groups. Because with these other suppliers, I wanted to start with this supplier because like I know like that the pool is a little bit smaller, so I'm not going to do group buys with this one. I'm not going to be able to do it, right? But with other wholesalers, I'm going to be able to max out my relationship with them, with people that are in my group buys, that are in my coaching groups, that want to jump on group buys, you know? So this is all about like my whole strategy is to maximize my relationship one supplier by one, okay? One by one with every single supplier. I start with the first one. The relationship is already maximized. There's no way that I'm going to be able to spend more money with him, except if I go deeper in stock, which I may do. Maybe go 3 months deep, 4 months deep, maybe. But yeah, the rest of the business is going to be online arbitrage. And as the business grow, as the wholesale business grow, the way I'm going to do it now is I'm going to move to the second supplier and see how I can maximize my relationship, doing group buys, all that stuff. Once it's maximized, once I have an idea of how much money I'm going to be able to spend with this supplier every single month, I'm going to go to the next supplier and do the same thing over and over again until maybe, you know, if I find a supplier that is higher on the supply chain, that have better pricing, but then requires more, that have more products that I can buy, of course, maybe I will need to give up on some relationship. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully I can actually work with those on those products and get the cheaper price on those products as long as I can. But yeah, so that's the idea. So one thing that I realized is, you know, if you do wholesale, you can actually pay by credit cards. You're just going to pay a processing fee that is 2.53%. That can be negated if you use a credit card doing with cashback. For example, if you use the Chasing Premier, you have a 2.5%. You have 2.5% cashback, 2.5x points on orders that are more than $5,000. So it can negate it, but like I think that even if you cannot negate it, the first order that you do with a supplier, I think that you should actually use a credit card, because just in case things go wrong, you never know, all that stuff. You can actually like be protected. If you do an ACH, you're not going to be protected. So that's one thing. Also, if you're able to get net 30 accounts, which is one thing that I hope I'll be able to do by building this relationship, if you're able to get net 30 accounts, you know, you can ease your cash flow cycle, you know, make it easy, especially like, let's say that you have a net 30 account. Let's say even better, you get a net 60 account, okay? Like, it's going to be a little bit harder, but let's say that you actually get a net 60 account, okay? You get a net 60 account. Let's say that you actually pay for that using a credit card. Okay, like the Amex Plum, which you have 60 days to pay. So you pay on the last day. After the 60 days, you pay. And then you have 60 more days to pay with the Amex Plum, which gives you like 120 days to actually pay for the inventory, receive the inventory, sell the inventory, get the money back and pay. It's actually amazing. It's actually going to help you to scale way faster. So this is really the goal that I have with wholesale. The reason why I want to go with wholesale is not necessarily because it's easier to buy products and all that stuff, but it's the ease at which you can scale. Because all this for 3%, like get all this leverage just for 3%, I'll do it daily. You know, I'll do it all day. So, and yes, people say using credit card is risky, using debt is risky. Shut the fuck up. Okay, running a business is risky. Like, stop. Like, if you're not willing to take risks, like don't go in business. Find a 9-to-5 jobs, which you could argue is actually more risky than running a business. But whatever, you know, whatever. Yes, I use credit to scale my Amazon business. Yes, I used credit to scale my Amazon business, and I will use credit to scale my Amazon business. I don't care what you say. Okay, you gotta do what you gotta do. Right, because I did not start with a lot of capital, and so of course, like, and if I tell you the whole story, I used Trash credit card to scale my Amazon business. I opened Trash credit card in the beginning because I had no credit. I'm not American, and I had to build my credit, and I did not have credit available. Now I'm starting to get great credit cards with shares, all that stuff, with high limits, 0% APR. It was not the case at the beginning. I did not have an easy path towards scaling my business, like a lot of guys actually do, which is fine. It's not an excuse. You need to use whatever. If life gives you lemon, you make lemonade. You need to do the best with the cards that you were dealt. Like, I was not born in the USA. I had to build my credit. That's what I had to do, you know. So when I started, like, I wasn't able to leverage credit, but I believe that, you know, I got in a position where I can actually start leveraging credit. So, you know, Yeah, but yeah, that's where we at right now. So I placed my first order. One of the things that I noticed though is that it's kind of a process to place an order. And I'm not going to lie. With my OTC, it was a little bit easier. It was faster, especially since they were actually doing the prepping and all that stuff. Like right there, I'm going to send everything straight to Amazon. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But yeah. So that's where we are right now. I'll keep you guys updated as always. I don't know if I'll do it every Tuesday, but like right now, I think it was important to do an update because I placed my first big order. Big. It's actually a small order. You know, but like it's my first decent wholesale Amazon order, my first real, because we can say that my OTC, it's actually a wholesale, but like, because you need to open an account, they send you price sheet, all that stuff. It does not really feel serious. It does not really feel like you're doing it, right? Like you're doing wholesale, because like it feels like it's a mix in between arbitrage and wholesale. Right here, you know, and maybe the thing that makes it a little bit, and here we go. But the thing that maybe makes it a little bit more real, makes it looks more real, is the fact that, you know, I had to go to SD, develop relationship with people, talk to people, real people, shake hands, build the relationship, really open an account with them whenever I, with all that stuff, and then, only then, be able to place an order, which was a process with the first order. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. Okay, I'll keep you guys updated with how things go whenever like my stuff check in, like if things go wrong, things go right. Hopefully, hopefully. Oh my god, I need to knock on wood. Hopefully everything will go right. Okay, hopefully I will not come back to you guys and say, because I'm thinking of stuff that could go wrong already, and I'm a little bit pissed off. But yeah, hopefully I will come back with good news. Let's see. All right, so thank you for listening to me. Okay, because yeah, that's it. That's for today. I'll see you later.